friends. We're going to keep talking about addition strategies. When we take two numbers that are called add-ins, we add them together, join them together to get the answer, which is called the sum. So we know that I can use objects to add. So when you make one group of your first add-in, another group of your second add-in, count them all together to get your sum. We know that I can draw pictures to help me solve addition problems, where I draw out the first add-in, draw the second add-in, the amount of each one, count them all together, and I get my sum. So now we're going to talk about the strategy of count on. I can count on. So you can use the counting on strategy to help you add. So I did 8 plus 3. So when you're counting on, you can start with the first number, the first add-in, or you can start with the greatest add-in. In this case, it's the same number. So we're going to put 8 in our brain. So we're going to think 8. So I'm going to put 8 in my brain, and I do a fist because when I start counting on with my fingers, I have to be ready with that 1. If I point to my brain with a 1, I might accidentally put up 2 when it's time to count on, and we don't want to do that. We want to start with 1 when we count. So we're going to put the greater number in our brain. So I'm going to think 8. I'm going to put 8 in my brain. I'm going to say 8. Then I need to count on 3 more. So I'm going to count on from there until I'm showing 3 on my fingers. But I'm going to listen to the number that I say. So it will look like this. 8, 9, 10, 11. So 8 plus 3 equals 11. Now remember I told you that with drawing pictures, you can use counting on as well. So I drew out 3 things. I'm still going to think 8. I'm going to start with 8, and then I'm going to count on from there. So it would be 8, 9, 10, 11. I get the same sum both ways, whether I'm using my fingers to count on or if I'm using pictures to count on. You can also use objects to count on if you want. So let's try another problem. Let's do 5 plus 7. Now, another addition strategy that we can use is using our fingers, just using our fingers, but that's only going to work if the sum is going to be 10 or less, because guess what? You only have 10 fingers. What's going to happen when you get past 10? That's where counting on comes in handy. So 5 plus 7. I can think 5 and count on 7. Nothing wrong with that. I like to put the greater number in my brain because then I don't have to count on quite so far. So I'm going to think 7 and count on 5. So see if you can do it with me. We'll do it slow. We're going to think 7, and then starting with 8, we're going to count on until we are here because we're adding 5. All right, let's try. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 5 plus 7 should equal 12. Well, I'm a mathematician, and good mathematicians double check their work. So I'm going to double check. And I'm going to draw out 5 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm still going to use counting on and drawing pictures. I'm going to use both. So I'm going to point to 7 and say 7, and then count on 5 more. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Look at that. I got the same sum. Right? You try this one. Use counting on, use the counting on strategy. Put one number in your brain, count on the other number, see what sum you get. So you're adding the add-ins 6 and 3 to see what your sum is. So pause the video, give it a try. Use counting on to solve 6 plus 3. Do you have your answer? All right, 6 plus 3, counting on looks like this. 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I stopped there because I'm adding 3, but what number did I say? I said 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 plus 3 equals 9. I'm a good mathematician, so I'm going to double check and use drawing pictures. 6, 7, 8, 9. Look at that. I got it. Try one more. Try one more with the counting on strategy, okay? 2 plus 10. Pause the video. Use counting on to solve 2 plus 10. Do you have your answer? You have your sum? Now I could start with 2 and count on 10 more, but that might take a while. So I'm going to put 10 in my brain and count on 2. 10, 11, 12. What am I going to do? I'm going to double check my work. Draw my 2 for the 2. 10, 11, 12. So now you know that when you are solving problems, I know that I can use objects to find the sum. I can draw pictures, and I can count on. Pick the one that works for you for right now until you get really super comfortable with addition. Typically, we start with objects, and then we move into draw pictures, and then we go into counting on. So if you're starting with use objects, that's great for right now. Use objects. But then you need to start trying to draw pictures and then start trying to count on from there. If counting on is your strategy, use it. Drawing pictures, use it. Use objects, use it. Use the strategy that works best for you to put those two add-ins together to find a sum.